I'm Liz, and this is Dennis, and we live and travel with our 2 cats and our tiny home on wheels, Maggie. Having lived on the road since 2017, we're no stranger to road trips. And to us, there's no better time for a road trip than fall. There's something magical about watching the seasons change, as nature lights up the forests in bright red, orange, and gold. Fall has been slowly making her appearance as we drove from New York to Shenandoah National Park. But this week, she's out in all of her glory. Join us as we explore the Blue Ridge Parkway, one of the most iconic drives in the United States, where we take in all of the natural beauty and adventure this season has to offer.
Bears! I love this so much.
But first, we have to find a place to camp.
Well, did we get in?
We got in!
You probably noticed that I was already hooking up to dump and fill because I was trying to manifest that we were actually going to stay here.
I'm so glad we were able to get a spot. We woke up pretty early, leaving our Harvest Host, driving 4 hours this morning to get to Julian Campground. We have reservations starting on Sunday for the next week in Boone, but we had nothing for the weekend. The weekends are obviously very popular here, and we were SOL if they didn't have any first come, first serve sites. So thank you, National Park System, for still offering first come, first serve. You saved our butts today.
Alright, so this is how it works. First come, first serve. Gotta sling our chairs out so we can go back to the office and actually reserve it. But hopefully no one comes and like squats on it before we get back. So she told us that there was a bunch of stuff available, highlighted everything on a map. Most of those ended up being little scallop sections off the side of the road that we would have fit in technically, but once we pushed the slide out, we'd have been like right in the road. I'm not super comfortable with that, but we did find one of the last back-end sites that we should be able to get level in. Thank you. Let's go get this done.
Since it's Saturday here in Boone, we decided before we start our day's explorations that we would come to the farmers market, which is Watauga County Farmers Market. And it was huge. I was very surprised by the amount of selection that there was. We got here late, about an hour before close, which is never a good idea for a farmer's market, but it was so cold this morning we couldn't bring ourselves to get on the scooter.
We?
Both of us, yes, don't even. And there was a biscuit place that we had our eye on. Dennis waited in line the whole time while I shopped, for like 45 minutes in line, and literally 5 minutes before we got to the front, they said, sorry guys, we're done. So now I'm just kind of depressed and sad, and I really want a biscuit, but...
Depressed and sad, that's called hungry.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little...
Depressed and sad.
Yeah, I'm depressed and sad inside, maybe hangry. Either way, we loaded up on a bunch of yummy goodies that we'll be using for the week. We're gonna go back, cook some breakfast, and then start exploring, because it's a beautiful day.
The Blue Ridge Parkway is a 469-mile-long road that starts in Shenandoah National Park, Virginia, ending at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in North Carolina. Construction on the scenic byway began in 1935, taking over 52 years to complete. It has 26 tunnels, dozens of overlooks, and is also home to the famous Linn Cove Viaduct, a 1,243-foot-long section of the road that twists and turns around Grandfather Mountain.
Oh my God, this is the prettiest drive. We couldn't have timed it more perfectly. The leaves are changing and are just so vibrant and beautiful. Every single turn we make, I'm literally saying, oh my God, wow, look at that. It is more breathtaking than the last. I'm so blown away. I love this so much. This is crazy. It's Saturday. Yesterday we came to see the Viaduct, and I'm so glad we went yesterday because it is packed today. Seriously, almost dead stop traffic in so many places. We have been waiting here for about 15 minutes, and it says we still have a lot of red to go on Google as we get to the Viaduct. So if it's peak season, try to avoid the weekends if you have any option at all, because people are out in droves. I can't even believe how many cars are here.
Winding through the Blue Ridge Mountains on our scooter was one of those special moments where we got to really appreciate the beauty and connectedness of nature. The seasons are such a clear reminder of how predictable and in sync so much of life is.
Appalachian sunrise meets against my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it.
It's amazing that even in what feels like the craziest of times, nature knows exactly what to do as the nights get colder and the days get shorter. The mountains seem to go on forever, with each ridge being colored with pops of yellow, orange, and deep red, making the mountains seem as though they were on fire. It's understandable why this area continues to be sacred to the Cherokee tribe, who have called the Appalachian Mountains home for thousands of years.
For miles in spring, rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden.
As we continued on the parkway toward Asheville, there were far fewer people. We noticed the colors slowly turn back to green as we got lower in elevation. While we could have gone on forever, we decided to stop before we turned around in the small mountain town of Little Switzerland.
Gold leaves, gold anything, gold.
This bookstore is huge. There are so many old books. They have floors and rooms and shelves upon shelves of used books of every genre. It's pretty cool. It's a very eclectic, fun little vibe. We found some really cool postcards. Certain tiers of our patron community, we send you personalized postcards from our travels, so these will be going out shortly. Yeah, it's a cute little town here. Very themed, but cute.
Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters.
The hour ride back toward our campground was just as beautiful as the drive out, with the sun hitting the trees in a new way, eventually setting just over the mountains. It was one of the prettiest experiences we've ever had, and one we'd happily do over and over again every chance we get.
Julian Price Campground was beautiful. We loved our time there, and it really saved us in a pinch when we couldn't get reservations elsewhere. But it's dry camping, and there is absolutely zero cell reception. Even our Nomad internet, which has come in clutch in some really remote places, wasn't working. And since we are entering a work week and we plan to be here for 5 more nights, we have to move. Thankfully, we were able to secure a spot at Grandfather Campground a few weeks back when we knew we were coming to the area. It's a full-service RV park nestled on the other side of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And since it's just outside of Boone, which is a large college town, there's cell reception. It's in the teeny tiny town of Banner Elk, I think. So there's not much to do around here, but we got what we need. It's supposed to rain for the next few days anyway, so we are going to be filling our time with lots and lots of work. But if you're looking for a full-service RV park, this is a pretty solid choice in the area. Maybe we'll go outside, get a little bit of warmth before the rain comes again.
Get some vitamin D.
Vitamin D. The sun came out, which means we have emerged from the RV after many days of rain, cold weather, intense, crazy winds. We came to Grandfather Mountain. It was about a 25-minute drive from our RV park, but it is a very popular destination for people visiting Boone, Blue Ridge area. It's a state park, so there is a private entrance fee, and right now, because of COVID, you have to make reservations online beforehand. So we booked tickets last night. We arrived at our designated time slot, and I'm glad we booked last night because it is already sold out for the day. They have some really cool hikes in Grandfather Mountain. People on All Trails have compared the hike that we're doing today to Beehive Trail in Acadia, Maine, and Angel's Landing in Zion. We've done both of those hikes. They are epic, they are intense. Get your adrenaline going. Everything says it's going to be a very challenging hike, but super cool and fun. Let's do this. Ooh.
This is crazy.
Uh-huh. This is fun.
Watch your head around this one.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to bonk your head here. Oh, close. Our first cable spot. It's not too intense. We've heard if you go all the way to Callaway, you're pretty much bouldering at that point. It's almost a straight vertical shot up. We are only going to McRae Viewpoint, which is less time and not as technical, but there are still cables and ladders. It's fun. They are not kidding. This hike is intense. We've gotten to the part of just pretty much straight ladders all the way to the top. If you're afraid of heights, do not come on this hike. But if you're up for a challenge, this is one of the coolest hikes we've done in a very long time. Whoa. Oh, I was kind of freaking out there for a little bit. When you look down from those ladders, it is not for the faint of heart. We can see the bridge from here, and the views are just 360 panoramic, gorgeous views of the mountain ranges. This is an awesome hike. Well worth it. If you're coming here, make sure you have enough time. It took us about an hour and a half to get to the top, and there's even more you can do. Now that we've made it to the top, we're gonna have a little bit of a lunch before we have to make our way back. They have a very strict rule to be off of the trails by 4 p.m. And it took us a little bit longer to get up, but I think it'll be faster going back, especially since we filmed a lot of it already. So we're gonna enjoy the view. Have our favorite egg salad, curry egg salad. It's like my go-to whenever we're gonna be doing a hike. But you can't beat a lunch view like this. We have about 45 minutes to get back to the trailhead, and we have to go down the stairs. The ladders we came up. Wish us luck. The most famous thing at Grandfather Mountain, though, is its swinging suspension bridge. It takes you to a beautiful overlook. I think we probably got a better view from our hike just now, but this is also something, if you're afraid of heights, I don't suggest doing. You can definitely feel it swinging and swaying with each person.
Well, it's a swinging bridge. It's supposed to like have a little bit of give.
Grandfather Mountain wasn't always called Grandfather Mountain. The Cherokee called the mountain Tanawa, meaning fabulous bird or eagle. The name it's called today was given by European settlers because they claimed to have seen an elderly man in one of the cliff sides.
But the exploring is not over yet. They have an animal habitat with a bear named Mildred. They have otters and a cougar and elk. I'm so excited. Hi, Mildred. Where are you?
Cougar habitats.
Oh,
Cougar and elk. Which way are we
cougar,
going?
bear first. I don't know. Let's do bear. I'm really excited. I'm feeling Mildred. This is like a sanctuary. They have them in their natural habitat. These are all animals that are native to the area. Bears! Oh my god. So cool. Fun fact we just learned, in fall, bears will eat up to 20,000 calories a day, more or less foraging for 20 hours, so they can gain 3 to 5 pounds each day. And their claws are ginormous. Oh my god, the otter came right up. Hi. Hi. Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go. Oh, you're gonna lounge. You're just chilling. Don't worry about me. Just chilling with my new otter friend. Oh my god, they're so cute. I think they might be on my top of my favorite animals. Last up, cougars. I've never seen a cougar, so this would be really cool to see one up close and personal. Boone was wonderful. Of course, we couldn't have asked for more perfect time on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We hope you enjoyed watching this video and getting to see a little bit about this area. Maybe it'll help you if you plan your fall road trip through the Blue Ridge Parkway. It is definitely bucket list worthy and just absolutely incredible. We are going to be having some more North Carolina adventures coming your way. We're going to be stopping in one of our favorite towns just off of the Blue Ridge. If you've been with us for a while, you probably might have an idea of which city that might be. But if not, now would be the time to remind you to subscribe so that you're alerted next time our video comes out. Thank you so much for traveling with us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. I love you.
Buddy.
He says I was really comfortable and you woke me up. I woke you up with love.